Hi, I hope you've had a really good week. This week we are thinking about the God who walks with us, and we're looking at Psalm 23. For Jesus and God to walk with us, that means he's walking with us through the good things, the joyful times, the happy moments, the birthday parties, but also the hard times, the difficult times, the illness, the sadness, the being locked in our houses, not able to get out and about. And as I've been thinking about this week, I was reminded that I have this picture. Now, this picture was given to me over 30 years ago when I was baptised at Wycliffe in the baptistry. Now, it's called the Footprints poem, and it talks and it explores that idea of God walking with us through our life. Let me read it to you. It's called Footprints. One night, a man had a dream. He dreamt he was walking along a beach with the Lord. Across the sky flashed scenes from his life. For each scene, he noticed there were two sets of footprints in the sand, one belonging to him, the other to the Lord. When the last scene of his life flashed before him, he looked at the footprints in the sand. He noticed that many times along the path of his life, there were only one set of footprints. He also noticed that these happened at the very lowest and saddest times of his life. This really bothered him, and he questioned the Lord about it. Lord, you said that once I decided to follow you, you'd walk with me all the way. But I have noticed that during the most troublesome times of my life, there is only one set of footprints. I don't understand why when I needed you most, you would leave me. The Lord replied, my precious, precious child, I love you and I would never leave you. During your times of trial and suffering, when you see only one set of footprints, it was then that I carried you. I think that's an absolutely amazing story. Now, as I've been thinking about this week, I wondered, how many times in the Bible does it say that God is with us? So I looked it up. It's not completely precise, but it was around about 300 times. God really wants us to know that he will be with us. And I thought he probably wants us to remember it because we tend to forget, because we're people who often forget. So he keeps reminding us throughout the Bible, right from Genesis all the way to Revelation, that he will be with us. Now, we are forgetful. As we've said, God needs to keep reminding us. But one of the things that can really help us to remember is to store God's word in us by learning memory verses. So we're going to have a go now at learning a memory verse, one of the verses from Psalm 23. And I've put some actions with it to help us to remember it. And you can have a go at practicing it. You can do it with me now, and then you can have a practice at home. Maybe you could even film yourself doing the memory verse and send it to me so I can see that you've remembered it. So let's all stand up and have a go at this memory verse together. So the memory verse is Psalm 23, verse 4. And it goes like this. Are you ready to copy the actions? We'll do it twice so we can do the action. So it's going to go, even though I walk through the deepest darkness, I will not be afraid, Lord, for you are with me. Shall we have another go? So it's Psalm 23, verse 4. Even though I walk through the deepest darkness, I will not be afraid, Lord, for you are with me. I hope that you remember that all of this week. God is with you. Amen.